We are talking with Ken Hodgen, Network and Telecommunications Manager at Walla Walla Community College. Tell us a little bit about how the sales process has been with Aaron and your working relationship now.
Oh, Aaron's been great. He's on top of it, top to bottom. If I need anything, he'll go the extra mile. I don't want to say that he'll completely bend over backwards, but he does. He's been able to beg, borrow, steal to get us gear on time and at a good price, and things that will impress my bosses, which makes me look good. So often I tell him he's my hero, makes me look like a hero.
What was the deciding factor for you that made you want to work with Cloud Connections after all that?
So we've been looking into Zoom rooms for a while. Washington State University had some rooms and went to visit them. And the director we had at the time was pretty hot on that. Well, we had an instructor that had a need for one of those things, but it was in a laboratory, which is the worst room to put a Zoom room in. And it had to be done over Christmas break. So basically, I had a week to get this thing done. Had a couple of local people, they didn't want anything to do with it. They're way overpriced. And on a whim, I just happened to contact Brian Treats again. He goes, I think that we can probably do this. Let me check with my team. So next thing I know, I've got Aaron on the phone and they've got a quote. And based on my recommendation, what I had in the room, they had the right gear here. Brian was on site, had it done in 2 days, and again, made me look like a hero. It was when we get to the second project with you guys that your expertise really came to bear. What really impressed me is, again, we had a director that was pressing me to get some rooms done, and these were 4 nursing classrooms, and they're fairly large. So we've got 2 on one campus and 2 on a satellite campus. And it wasn't only that, but they had some existing gear that had to be wrecked out. So everything completely had to be redone. So video conference gear sent, I think it was Brian and somebody else here. I think maybe Will, and spec'd out the system. They did all 4 rooms, and Aaron had me a diagram ready to go and some quotes. But if you've ever dealt with higher ed, you know that everything's at the last minute, and we had to get things signed. So less than 0 hour, I finally got Aaron the quotes, and he was able to get the equipment here on time. But one of the things he had to do was, I think he had to beg, borrow, steal a Nareva bar from somebody that was demoing one. So that's the above and beyond. It came in and got all 4 rooms at 2 different locations done in 4 days. And Kenny and Drew and that crew, man, they were amazing.
That's great.
And even at the end, it was everybody. I think Aaron was on there, and Cody was on there, and Will, and I think we had the whole company, I think, helping finish that project. So that's what really impressed me.
Any other feedback from your peers? How was it received? How easy has the solution been? Was it what you guys were expecting, or maybe a little bit different?
Yeah, absolutely. We've had some other, what we call high flex rooms, and they're difficult to understand. The equipment's not great. It fails quite a bit. Every room that we've had so far has had great feedback.
If you recommend Cloud Connections to other higher ed organizations, what would that statement sound, look, and feel like? And what could they maybe expect working with a firm like ours?
Just their professionalism, top to bottom. I mean, Aaron's second to none. Their entire crew is really second to none. The equipment's great. Recommendations of the equipment is just great. So I really can't speak higher of the company. Like I said, the whole crew has just been great. And we had a discussion about, because I've been doing some of the installations for our small classrooms, and I'd asked Aaron, hey, just put us together a package. That when I say it's a Walla Walla Community College package. And so when you quote that, I have that package. It's pretty much ready to go. I can just order it, and they've done that. And we've been real successful.